Now guys, in this video I'm going to teach you the 5 times table trick. So I'm going to write 5 times table. Now, the 5 times table is one of the easiest times table because you just look at the number I'm multiplying by 5. For example, let's say I'm going to multiply 2 times 5. Now, what number am I multiplying by 5? I have 2, okay? What is half of the 2? It's 1. And is it even or odd? For even numbers, we will put 0 in the ones. For odd numbers, we're going to put 5. Keep in mind that the 0 is even and the 5 is odd. So now the 2 is even, so I'm going to add 0. Now let's look at 3. 3 times 5. Now, if I have 1, 2, 3, okay? And I want to divide them into 2 to get halves. I will divide into 2. Now, what's the answer? It's 1 and a half. So I'm going to write here 1 and a half. The half of the 10 because we have the number system which is divided into tens, right? So here we have 1 and a half. And notice that because the 3 is odd, we have 5 in the ones. Okay? So the answer when we have the 5 times table is half of the number. And for example, the 2 is even, so if I divide it into 2, I will get 1 with no remaining. Okay? No remaining numbers. I'm not going to get any remainder. So over here, I put 0. That's why when we have even numbers, we have 0 in the ones. But when we have odd numbers, we will have 5 because when I divide the odd number, I will get one of the points or one of the items divided into 2 halves. So I will say 1 and a half. So the half is 5 here. Now number 4. 4 times 5. What is half of 4? 2. And it's even, so it's 0. No remainders. Nothing's going to be left in it. If I divide 4 into 2, I'm not going to break anything into halves. So the remainder is 0. So that's why we put 0 in the ones. Now 5 times 5, it's 2 and a half. Keep in mind that when we have in our system of numbers, we have numbers from 1 to 10. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What is half of the numbers? What's the middle? It's number 5. So when I say 2 and a half, it's 2 with 5, right? So 5 times 2 is 2 and a half. That's why we put the 5 here. Now number 6. 6 times 5. Half of the 6 is 3. And no remainders because it's even. 7. 7 times 5 is 35 because it's a 3 and a half. And half of the 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I divide it into 2, it will be 3 and a half. Now 8 times 5. What is half of 8? It's 4 with no remainders. 9 times 5 is 4 and a half. The same applies to 10. 10 times 5, half of 10 is 5, no remainders. So when we have the 5 times table, we just put half of the number I'm multiplying by 5.